Assalamu alaikum. How are you guys? Well, today we are going to create a Kali Linux installation on USB drive which will survive the reboots. I mean, persistence Kali Linux Plus. It is going to be encrypted installation. If you don't know about encryption, just Google about it. So let's go to the website of kali.org and go to downloads. Something is not working. Yes, my internet. Go to downloads, and here you can see there is Kali Linux 64-bit installer. Don't go for the installer image. So this one is what you need. 64-bit installer you need, so just download it. If you are using some Linux and you have curl or wget, so you just copy the link and paste it. I am not going to install it, download it, sorry. I already have it, so I have my USB, which is a USB 3, and I am going to write the image to this USB. If you are using Windows, you can use some Windows medium, like some Windows tool. I don't know about Windows tool, so do some research on that. I am going to use GD to write the Kali image I downloaded to my USB drive. So first of all, check the USB drive. So let's check ls lbk and f. Here you can see my USB is it is recognized by SDB. So it was already installed. I already have an installation here. It is also encrypted, but for this video I am going to again create this one. So as you can see, it is SDB. So now copy the image, Kali Linux image, which we downloaded to this SDB. So you can use DD and IF. IF stands for input file. So input file is going to be AK, where you have downloaded it, downloads, and it is Kali Linux. Don't go for installer image. This one is all we need the live image. So output file, we want it to write this image to SDB. Don't go for like SDB 1 2 or 3. Just put the SDB like whatever comes here, and don't go for this one. The first one usually is your Linux installation, so don't select, don't overwrite on your hard drive which you are using as your Linux system. So BS block size 4M is okay, and we want it to also print the progress. So that's it. Let the command run. It will take some time. It may take more time for you because you may not have like USB 2 or USB 3. So it depends on the speed of your hardware. I have a USB 3, so it will take less time. You can see the 2 GB has been written to this USB drive. 2.5 GBs have been written. Let's wait for it to be completed. It has been written, I think, now. The same partition, you can see it. Now again we have the same partition type here, but let it complete, so the command should exit itself. Yeah, now it has been written to the Kali Linux and has been copied to our USB drive just to make sure run the sudo sync. So now my USB drive is ready to be booted, and we are ready to boot into Kali Linux, but we want it to be an encrypted installation and also a persistence. So like persistence is something like if you boot with this USB drive into Kali Linux and you do some work there, you download some files or you made some configuration and then you reboot. So all of your work is gone. That is not saved. So if you made it persistence, that means it survives the reboots. So let's first of all we want to create an other partition on this USB drive. Here you can see there are two partition. So let's create another partition. I am using fdisk, and here I would mention the device, the USB drive. Here you can see it was SDB. So SDB. So just type n mean new. We want a primary partition. Press P, and yes, we want the partition 3. Default is 3, so press 3 or hit enter because it is already saying that 3. So we want give it the defaults. If you want all the left space on the USB, if you want, if you don't want to do some other thing on the USB, so if you want to allocate all the space which is left on this USB drive, and all of the this space is going to be encrypted. So just press enter, again enter. You can see the my existence installation was also a crypto looks. So just to remove it with yes. If you don't see this thing, just hit right like W and it will be okay. Remove the signature. Actually you can go with it without removing because it is look signature. And I also want to, again I also want to create a new crypto looks signature on this drive. So yes, now if we write, this will be removed and all the changes will be saved to this drive. Yes, right. So now let's check. Here you can see now we have three drive. Now let's encrypt this the third partition of this USB. So for that we have to do use crypt setup, sudo crypt setup, and we want it to be verbose, verify passphrase, and we want it to format yes looks format or only format. So both things work, device sdb, and give it the device partition number which you want to like encrypt. So I want to encrypt this last partition. In our case it is the last partition, so sdb3, hit enter. It will ask you to enter yes in all upper cases. So don't type this, just type uppercase yes. So now it asks you for a passphrase. Let's give it a passphrase again, the same passphrase. Now it is going to format it. Yeah, now let's check, and you will see there will be a CryptoLogs signature. Here you can see now it has the signature like it had before. So now open this one, open this new created partition, looks open or simple open would work. Device sdb3, we want to open this encrypted partition, so give it the sdb3 or whatever comes in the output of your lsblk command. So we wanted to open it as, give it some name whatever you want to name it. I am going to give it my usb. Now it is asking for the past phrase we gave it earlier. Open it with the passphrase you used when you encrypted this one. Now let's create a file system on this one. Sudo makefs ext4 and device mapper. It would be my usb, whatever you named it when you opened it. So it is my usb. I also want to label it, so I think label it is let me check for this man page. L is the small l is the file name, and I hope the capital L should give it the label. Yeah, that's it. There is no other label. This one is the volume label. So give it the label persistence. It is going to create a file system. On this one I am going to create an ext4 which is standard as of now. So now you can see the file system is created, and here you can see it has been labeled as persistence. Just make sure you don't misspell this one, else things are not going to work for you. Now it has been formatted as ext4. So now create and now mount it. So I am going to mount it somewhere like in mnt/mnt. So sudo mount device mapper, and my usb it was yes. I am going to mount it in the /mnt mounted. Now we want to create a persistence configuration here. So you might use vim, or you can do like echo and slash union space, there is space union, and we wanted to write it into this new inside this new USB, where it is mounted. It is mounted at MNT. So mm, MNT, and no, I don't have the sudo permission, and I have this use an unprivileged user. So do it with sudo. If you are doing all these things, you don't need sudo. But if you are using as your normal user, so use sudo. I am using vim for this one. Vim, let's use nvim. The vim will create some problems because I am using nvim, and nvim has some problems with this vim swap files. So write the configuration file into the mnt my usb. It is yeah, it is here. It was mounted at slash mnt. So here we are going to write persistence dot conf. Here you have to write like slash and space union. Write it by w. If you don't know vim, so you can use echo command. I am going to show you how you can do that. Here, this, if you don't know vim, like most Kali Linux user are wannabe hackers and they don't know how to use vim, how to exit vim. So let me explain them for them. Echo, all you have to do this with sudo and echo. I am not sure if the sudo command echo command would work with echo, but let's do it. Just do sudo su and do echo and slash space union, and write it to where you mounted your USB drive, the encrypted partition where you mounted. Just put this inside persistence conf file, persistence dot conf. So just hit enter and it will write to this. It will write a new file, persistence conf. So here you can see I am having a persistence conf file. Let's check it what is there. Here you can see slash space and union. So that's it. Now you can close this one, this encrypted partition we mounted earlier. So we have to mount unmount it. Sudo umount device mapper. No, yeah, device mapper and my USB. So I have unmounted it. Now we can do like close it one, device mapper and my USB. So that's it guys. This way, if you reboot into Kali Linux using this USB drive and you do some work, and then you reboot, all your work will be saved. So it will survive the reboots. This one is very useful. Like I myself use it. I keep it with myself whenever I travel and I don't have my laptop with me, or I have some other problem like there is no electricity or there is no charge in my laptop. So I just can boot from this USB drive. I just put it in, plug it into some other computer, and yeah, I can reboot into Kali Linux. No matter if it is a Windows computer, it is not going to use Windows. It's just going to use the hardware from that computer. The OS will be mine, which is USB drive, and it is encrypted. So It is very useful. All your work is saved and encrypted. No one can decrypt it except like only you can decrypt it. Once you reboot it, you will see that it is asking you for the passphrase. Just give it the passphrase you gave it earlier in the first here once you created this drive. So that's it, guys. I hope you guys have liked the video. If this video helped you, please subscribe my channel, share it with your friends, hit the like button, and also press the bell icon so you will not miss the latest videos from me. Thanks for watching. Bye.